Hey everybody, Carm Capriato, another Aftermarket Weekly. Actually, it's week 63, episode 63, offering great aftermarket insight and wisdom. Got a super guest host today and a off-the-charts shop tour. Wait till you see it. You can watch it live on our website, remarkableresults.live. We're on all the social media, streaming on all the social media channels. You are about ready. Have some great educational, informational, illuminating, instructive and revealing time here, as we always do on Aftermarket Weekly. Let me see. I want to introduce my panel here. Here's my team, and I think you saw. I actually think you saw their picture just a moment ago. But I'm here with Russ Crosby from Russ's Wrench Automotive Repair in Clinton, New Jersey. Hey, Russ.
Hey, Carm. Hello, everyone.
And Tom Palermo is with us from Preferred Automotive Specialists, Philadelphia, PA. And Tom, the Napa 2015 Technician of the Year.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Good to see you, Carm. Good to see you, Russell.
And Russ and Tom have both been on the podcast before. And I just looked it up, Tom. You did about a dozen shows with me out of 1,000.
You know, it's funny you said that because my wife actually said, you've done a bunch of shows with him. And I said, I think it's probably around 10 or 12. So
yeah there's the number.
I'm always happy to participate. You're great. And what you do for the industry is fantastic. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Here's the shop we're going to go see in Philadelphia. You're like right in the thick of the city.
We are in what's considered the Northeast.
Okay.
So we're actually about a mile away from the city limits up there. So we're not in, real deep downtown or anything like that. Philadelphia is a very large city. So, we're kind of on the edge. So.
All right, great. Well, again, if you're with us on social media in any particular, be it you're watching on our YouTube channel, you're watching on LinkedIn, you're watching on Facebook, give us a like. Check in with your city. We'd love to know where you're watching from. And if you have a comment or a question for my guests, that's great. And if not, also share. That'd be great. We're coming to you live from the Dorman OE Fix studio. Love to do that each and every week. Guys, how's business?
Go ahead, Russ.
Good. I mean, right now we're really cranking away. So we're very fortunate, very blessed to have the work that we have coming through the door.
Yeah, we're actually the same way. We've had a good problem of not having anywhere to park. So it's been. I like it to be a little bit more controlled than that, but I'll take it. Especially after last year. Things are really coming back on strong. So we're doing well, and we're pretty happy with it.
Good for you. I've heard that barometer before. Can't park any more cars, so we must be really doing well. Good for you guys. The aftermarket is filled with companies that make replacement parts, but few invest in design, engineering, manufacturing, programming, and testing like Dorman. They are home to hundreds of mechanical, electrical, and manufacturing engineers spread out all across the globe who ensure every part that is produced meets rigorous industry standards for performance. To do this, Dorman utilizes cutting-edge technology and equipment to test fit, form, and functionality of all their parts. Some of these tests include rapid prototyping 3D models for fitment checks, tolerance testing on both mechanical and electronic components through salt fog and thermal heat and pressure testing. Dorman drives their dedication to their engineering by including their in-house programmers who write and test new software solutions. Solving for a problem is what powers the innovation engine at Dorman. Dorman invests in these OE innovations to help you save time, your customer money, and prevent vehicles from coming back to your shop. Hey, to learn more about Dorman's engineering process, visit dormanproducts.com/tour. Yeah, I was down there, Tom, in Philly maybe 2 months ago, did a live show, got a great tour. And boy, you talk about engineering. Dorman really knows how to do it right. Thank you so much to Dorman for partnering with us. By the way, we have a cool trivia question. And if you guys know it, don't yell it out. But I think a lot of people know this one. What car did the Bandit drive in the movie Smokey and the Bandit? And I guess if I even tell you who the actor is, that pretty much gives it away, doesn't it?
Probably.
Yeah, I know. Hey, so listen, go to my website, and if you want to find out what's going on with Russ and Tom, and just type in Russ Crosby or Tom Palermo, and you can see the episodes they've been on with me. Trust me, they've both contributed some great stuff. Now, look, if you're interested at all in following us at all on the show, these are the link names on Facebook, on Instagram, on did I say LinkedIn? Yes, and would love to have you subscribe to my Carm Capriato YouTube channel. That'd be great. Hey, look at what came out today. Really great episode with Jake Sorensen. This is part 2. Jake nails it. He's a technician, smart guy, another Napa Technician of the Year honoree. And Jake holds no punches, and it was a really great episode that released today. Well, Russ, we want to talk about with you right now. We want to talk about culture, and we can't talk enough about it. And I am so glad you're bringing this topic to us and sharing with us your passion on why culture is so incredibly important in your business.
Yeah, we were speaking a little bit before the show there, Carm, and I think the idea that just having a clean place to work, that's a really important thing. But really, how do your people feel when they're here? I forget what the exact statistic was, but I believe it was like 75% of people care more about how they feel while they're at work than what they're making at work, which is absolutely incredible if you consider what it was probably 10, 15 years ago. It's drastically different, right? And I think as shop owners and managers, it's our job to really focus in and hone our skills on building a place that's somewhere where they want to come and work, they want to be a part of. I think one of the ideas that we have here at Russ's Wrench is not necessarily focusing so much on the cars that are coming down the road tomorrow that we're going to be working on. In previous episodes, we've talked a lot about EV vehicles, and that's a really, really hot trend right now. And what are we going to be working on? While I think that's really, really important to stay focused on what you're going to be working on in the future, I think the biggest thing for us in the industry, especially for my shop here, is who are the people we're going to be bringing in? It's no secret that is probably our biggest deficit right now, is finding skilled people that want to come in, or maybe people that don't really have a skill set yet that want to join this industry. So for us, making this environment something that is desirable, somebody who's at another shop or a dealership who's got the skill set, why would they want to come here? Why do they want to be a part of this team? Who's someone coming out of school that's being, kind of headhunted from big dealerships? How do we get them to start looking at our private sectors over these bigger dealerships?
Yeah.
And I think if we really run the numbers and work with the stats that we know are out there, they care about how they feel. So what do we do to make them feel better at work? Now, I think that's our number one priority over what are we going to be working on, but how can we make this a place that they want to be, that they want to be a part of.
Yeah, to your point, Russ, let me just throw this in there. You're looking for quality talent, you're looking for skilled people, but at the same time, they're also looking at you and your business, and this is a place that I want to really hang my hat, because the environment is right. And I know you put that word environment up there, but when you think about culture, it relates to behavior and ethics and etiquette, and it encompasses the organization's values and visions, working style, and environment, the beliefs and its habits that you allow to happen. And somebody wants to look inside your business and say, this is a place where I can spend a career at. If you don't have the right culture, if your people aren't engaged in making it with you and living it with you, you're I think going forward with the kind of money and benefits that are being thrown at people just to get them, even though maybe it's, sometimes money is trumping culture, but we have to have such good culture that ends up becoming the number one. Now, right or wrong, guys, agree or disagree?
Oh, I agree
Absolutely.
100%.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. I think that's a place where independents can have a little bit of an advantage because most of them are like my business and probably Russell's, I'm sure, family businesses. So you kind of become emotionally invested in your people when they work for you. They become part of your family. So you do, you treat them like they're part of your family, and you'll. I think a lot of times in our particular segment of this industry, you'll see uh, owners of independent shops going out of their way to try to really help the people that work for them, whether it be the guy who's cleaning up all the way up to your best technician. So I think that's one place where we have a distinct advantage, is that because we're smaller organizations, we have the ability to be laser focused on seeing the needs of an employee, or spotting a problem and being able to turn on a dime and rectify it. Whereas if you're a huge conglomerate, making a small change, is difficult. So,
Russ, can I ask you a question? Here I am, a shop owner listening to this, and I know I've got to do something here. But it sounds vaporous to me. I don't know how to start. It's almost like, can I touch my culture? I mean, I could move a toolbox and make a difference in the shop, but how do I move my business into the right culture? Can you share any wisdom?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was stuck with that same question a couple years ago, and we have to think outside the box. Just like if we had a car here that we couldn't diagnose, sometimes you have to think outside the box. So a few things that were really, really easy for us to start was we started a book club. So most of us, retention is a problem. Just being able to stay focused. So I saw that in my team, and teaching them how to read these diagrams and teaching them how to read better, well, that really helped them in their craft. So I invested time in teaching them how to understand the information that they're reading. So start a book club. Let your team pick the book. It could be something educational, it could be something fun to read, something easy. It gets them wanting to read. I think the stat is that less than 1% of people read one book a year. Right. So it's ridiculous. And as CEOs and owners of our companies, that goes for us too. A lot of us don't read. You'll see a big change in your culture when these guys and gals are able to have something else to talk about other than the crappy job that they just pulled into their bay. They can talk about what they read in that book. So you're giving them a positive thing to talk about. All right. Another thing that is really, really easy for us to do is look in your phone. What other business owners do you know that could help inspire change in your people? For instance, most of us all work with an investment advisor, right? Well, ask that investment advisor to come in and give a course on how to invest money, how to save money, right? That's one of the biggest things that we talk about is our guys and gals, our team, they don't know how to allocate the funds that they're bringing in. Teach them how to be successful. Teach them not to worry about where's that next paycheck coming from, because when they're focused on investing in themselves, and we're helping them, we're investing our team, right? Our team, those financial people and those other professionals that we've built around us. Bring them in and let them teach these people how to be successful outside of your shop.
Yeah. Great point. We got some great comments coming in. Thank you. Nice to see you, Bill Connor, Bill Nalu. Kim, good to see you, Kim. Culture is the key, she says. One of the great idea that I heard about how to start culture, and that is to bring the values as, one of the critical components of it, and then live those values, is to ask the team to come up with a one word that describes the value of the business or the value of the job that they provide, or what we actually do for our customers. And, after the end, by the time a week ends, you've got this whiteboard full of these great, if you will, the value set, and then to ultimately pick them as a team and then write your value statement around that helps really move it, I believe, in my mind, as a component of culture. It's like almost, oh my God, look at what we're doing here. These are the reasons I come to work. These are the reasons I support and give a great experience to my customer. And that may be a great way to try to start to move and lift the culture of your business. Ask everyone for a value.
I heard something from Mike Bennett, a coach over there at ATI's.
Yeah.
He was talking about, we as business owners know what we want our culture to look like, and we know why we're doing what we're doing, but have we actually shared that with the team? If you go in and you ask any one of your team members, can they tell you why you're doing what you're doing? And he talks about Southwest Airlines a lot, and they want to deliver low-cost flights and on-time flights. Their whole team in that big organization knows that those are their two anchors, right? Everything revolves around that. So if your team doesn't know what your anchors are, then how can you expect your culture to survive? So spend the time with them, like Carm just said, and build those anchors, and then live those anchors, live by them. And it's once you start to really give them guidance and let them know why we're doing this, you'll be shocked how quickly change happens. It naturally follows when they're given direction.
I love that. Thank you so much for being here, Russ, and for all the fun stuff we're going to continue as we see Tom's tour. But I can't. I've got to repeat this. The word anchors. I love it because I think that's a mental picture. Build it, live it. Let those anchors guide you, and maybe that's a better word than value. Maybe people can't latch on to values, but maybe they can latch on to anchors. Hey, let's move forward here. This Friday, the Town Hall Academy is Service Advisor Must-Have Qualities. We have Emily Sundstrom, who is a service advisor, Aaron Woods, who is a shop owner, and Clint White, who's a service advisor trainer. Great to have them, and that would be, of course, live coming up on this Friday. As we all work so hard to generate great, incredible content, I challenge you to get your Kleenex box out and listen to Dina Ganji as she talks about the heartstrings of her community and why it was so darn important in her company. So I ask this question to you. Do you do enough in your community? Let Dina Ganji's episode motivate you to a higher level. We had a great episode put out from the Town Hall Academy the week before on electrification of our industry. I have to tell you something. There's a ton of gem takeaways from this. Even though we're talking about the future, I think it's brilliant to be thinking about it. Newest stats that came directly from the automotive aftermarket service professionals that are there. And we also put the podcast out from the previous week. Last week came out this Saturday as we repurpose all the podcasts. And that was episode 62 from last week. Hey, we're excited and about ready to go out and see a shop tour at Tom Palermo's. Hey, Tom, preferred automotive specialist, Philadelphia, PA. Your dad, you're in business with your dad.
Yep.
And, your specialty is fleet.
We do a lot of fleet work. Yeah, we do a ton of fleet work. Yeah.
Cool. Can't wait to see it. All right, let's go, man.
All right. There's our big flag. We love that flag. It's about a 10 by 15. Everybody, we kind of use it as a beacon for people to find us. So this, I'm just kind of, by the way, I got a gimbal for this tour. So this is my first time using it. This is a spot where we have a key drop off and a key pickup. I know a lot of guys have been doing that. That does come in very handy. People, keeps me from having to keep people behind a desk after hours. So this is our waiting room.
Nice.
There's, here we're pretty much, we're wide open. So, but we still have some remnants of the COVID stuff. You saw the hand sanitizers.
Mm-hmm.
We had custom made pillows for the.
I love that. I love that. That is a cool takeaway. Stop the video right now. Let me ask you a question. Are you going to keep the hand sanitizer there forever?
Yeah. You know what? I probably will. it makes people feel comfortable, and it's not. I mean, obviously the cost isn't anything excessive or anything like that. And I mean, if it makes people feel more comfortable and they don't have to, you hand them, our guys, you'll see when we come around, different people, even employees, have different feelings about where we are with this whole COVID thing. So we, while we don't have, obviously we're not wearing masks indoors anymore or any of that stuff. We left the social distance stuff up. We left that kind of stuff because there's still a lot of people that, that are, hanging on to what was going on before. And, look, here's the thing. We're in business. We have to try to, cater to everyone. So, and it's that way pretty much in every business I go to around here. You'll see some people keep different parts of what's going on here.
Yeah,
So.
I see you got workstations and
got a workstation there. Yep.
I also see a great ASE wall there.
So those are, and I'm probably gonna, I don't know. Yeah. So we're painting around here. I have 3 of those set up, which I got from Napa when we did our interior promage. Which is, if anybody's an auto care, I highly recommend looking into it. We are an auto care gold. My guys are very highly certified. We've also been a Blue Seal shop for about 13 years now.
Good.
This is our little condiments area. They got the coffee and teas and juices and waters and all that stuff. We used to have fruit hanging out in the office. We're not quite there yet because of COVID. So this is our administrative office.
There's a cameo.
Yeah, I got myself on camera. So this is where the admin assistant sits. That's actually my daughter, Gabby. She waves.
Hi, Gabby.
Talk about timing. Our administrator sits at that desk. That's where my mom sits there when she comes in. She's in 1 day a week. So, but yeah, we're pretty heavy on ASE, and I couldn't put up, if I wanted to put up everybody's ASEs, I'd need about 4 more of those. So we got it. Yeah.
Excellent.
So this is everybody at work. This is where our service advisors are. Where we have somebody getting trained there. You'll notice we kind of stuck with a little bit of a neon theme, and you'll see that throughout the shop. This building was actually used to be a Rambler dealership back in the 40s.
Let me stop it. And it looks like the mobile horse.
Yes, Pegasus.
Horse.
Yep.
The Pegasus.
Mm-hmm.
What's the significance of that?
So my father started out in mobile stations.
Got it.
Yep. So his first shop was 1978, I think.
Cool.
So he's always been a big mobile guy, and the Pegasus thing. Actually, the name of our towing company is Pegasus Towing. So
cool. I get it.
Yeah.
Nice connection there.
Yep. So now we're going to go back into the shop. Now, the first thing you'll notice is all the doors are closed. And if you stop it right there real quick, this was set up as a pass-through dealership when it was built. The way this building was set up, it's going to turn to a long drive, and we do a lot of work. So what we wanted to do is we were very afraid that depending on how the timing of vehicles being repaired was, we could have a vehicle stranded in between 2 vehicles that are apart. So what we did was we devised a system where we put the lifts off to the side, got rid of the first 2 doors. We all come in through the main part of the shop. There's a few different sections here, you'll see. And they kind of peel off into base. We ended up losing technically 1 lift, but in reality, the productivity that we were able to pick up by doing it, what the previous person was doing, we did some studies, and it's massively huge, the productivity we picked up. So again, you'll notice all the doors are closed. The entire shop is air conditioned. We have a gentleman who works full time cleaning the place and keeping the place looking nice. And you'll see there's neon signs, throughout the whole shop. My guys are, they're pretty well organized. We have the floors epoxied, and we used a special paint on the ceiling to try to make everything very reflective in there, so that when the lights were on, it really made it nice and bright. Again, we try to be as organized as humanly possible. That little section right there is where we have a lot of the commonly used, bulbs and push pins and tire valves and all that kind of stuff, so that it's in a central location for them.
Quick pick.
Yeah. So this is another section of the shop, also air conditioned. Obviously, alignment rack. We've got, you see, there's more neon, and we try to keep the floor as open as we possibly can. So, so there's plenty of room for them to walk around. If we do have to pull a car in and do a job that doesn't require a lift, we have options. That spot right there that they just passed by was where our service director sits. You can see.
So you call that person the service director, not
right.
the shop manager or
correct. Yeah,
foreman.
He is our service director. Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody wanted to be on camera.
I'm glad. I'm so happy.
Yeah. Sometimes I guess the guys get they're a little shy. They don't want to be on camera, but my guys aren't shy.
Nice and bright. A lot of windows. I mean, this is a bright section.
Yeah, so that section of the shop is that was part of the original shop or the original building. There is an addition on here. That's Blair. You can see we do engine work as well. So we're in the process of working on that vehicle there. We have a couple of truck lifts. That's our 18,000-pound drive on. That green box over there. That gentleman has been with us for almost 27 years, I believe. I think he's coming up on 27 or 28 years. So we have our diagnostic cart over there, and there's a cabinet over there that has nothing but diagnostic equipment in it. When that's the spot where these guys will pick up their work orders from, there's a parts shelf. That's our service director. We purposefully put him in the middle of the shop so that he can kind of keep his eye on everybody and what's going on. There's a bus that we're working on. We have some pretty large vehicles that we work on. I think this is where I step out. Yeah, she wanted to see the parking lot. So we have about 3/4 of an acre of parking. So we found one place in Philadelphia that had a huge parking lot, which was real important to us. And you can see it's packed.
Wow.
It's packed. So we do we do a good amount of medium duty work as well. So you can see this is a school bus that we're working on. I think we're going to walk back into the.
As an FYI, Tom and I have done episodes on fleet. You want to check them out, sure.
Again, there's some quick pick stuff there. That's actually the little detail cart that my runners will use if they got to clean something up. So if you might want to stop here for a second. So this room is where we keep a lot of the commonly used shop tools. It's certainly not where we have all of them. There is an upstairs, which I think they get to later, but you'll notice that we have everything labeled on the cabinets, and we kind of set it up like a little bit of a Dewey Decimal System kind of thing. So when these guys pull out something from, cabinet 2 there, if it's in drawer, 2, it'll say cabinet 2, drawer 2. And that way it always ends up back in the same place. And these guys are able to, to continually find, or that's cabinet 3. So they're always able to find what they're looking for. So, but when you do fleet work, I will say you do end up with a ton of shop tools. It just kind of a natural progression, which if you're a tool junkie like I am, it all works out good.
You're a gotta have it guy.
Well, I'm a big proponent in having the right tool to do the job. We've all of us guys have been around for a while. We've been in situations where we had to make tools or figure out a way to make something work. And if my guy, with the kind of work we're doing, if my guys need a tool to get the job done, it makes them more productive, and it gets the job in and out. That's what I want to do. And that is that's a culture thing that Russell was talking about before, because a lot of guys complaints are that, shops won't get the tools that are necessary to, do the job. I went upstairs just to show you, this is where we keep stuff that we don't want to keep on the shop floor. It's as organized as one could be with something like this, but you'll see it's all chemicals and fittings and, all kinds of space. It is. It actually runs the whole length of the back side of the building. So, we try to, that's our Christmas tree. Tracy said everybody has a Christmas tree in a bag. So I guess I'm par for the course there.
Yeah.
But I think that making sure that these guys are, have what they need to do the job is a big deal. And I try to put some motivational stuff. We're heading into the lunchroom right now.
I love that.
Yeah. One of my guys won that from the Snap-on tool truck. It's a popcorn maker.
I love it.
So yeah. So we get some popcorn too.
My favorite junk food.
Yeah. This is just our lunchroom where the guys have, the technicians have their lockers and all that stuff. There's always one open locker, no matter what locker room you go into. So that's a space, and we actually we didn't use that for a long time because of COVID. We had to, basically shut that down. Now we're coming into my office, which is where we are currently. And I think I walked her into the back. The last time we did a shop tour, I showed you my server room, and you seem to like it, so I got another shot of it for you.
Yeah, look at that guy.
That was my pet. That's my baby there. I did that. I set that up myself. When we came here, this was, obviously there was no infrastructure in this building. So I ran all the data, the phone, all the Wi-Fi, the security system. We got about 50 cameras around. So yeah, so that I'm kind of proud of that thing. So
cool.
And it's been pretty bulletproof, knock on wood. So
everybody needs one of those.
Well, it's again, all my guys, all these guys have PCs at their disposal at their workstations. They also all carry tablets because we do digital vehicle inspections. So, IT is, it's important. It's a necessity. And, once again, back to what Russell was talking about, guys want to work and girls want to work in a shop that's, technology progressive. They want to, they like to be as close to the cutting edge as humanly possible. So you have to be able to provide that to them.
Excellent, Tom. Thank you so much,
Thank
Russ. What'd you think? Pretty cool, huh?
Oh yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Very,
Russ.
very
Thanks,
nice.
thanks.
Really
Thank
nice shop. Thanks for the super in-depth tour, Tom. Appreciate it so much. Hey, don't forget, take us wherever you go on your streaming favorite podcast listening app, on the web, on the my YouTube channel. You can watch this show and all of our episodes just about any place. No reason not to. And let's do the trivia. What do you think, guys? What car did Bandit drive in the movie Smokey and the Bandit? You guys know?
Oh, I don't remember what year it was, but I know it was a Trans Am.
Yeah.
It was a black Trans Am.
Yeah, okay.
Was it a 79 or 77? Okay.
It was a
77.
I couldn't
77
remember which year it was.
Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Now, Burt Reynolds sold his 1977 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am for $240,000.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the Trans Am from Smokey and the Bandit is one of the most famous movie cars of all time. And an interesting fact, and I never knew this, Burt Reynolds' character's name in the movie, of course, everybody knew him as Bandit, but his real character's name was Bo Darville. Bo Bandit Darville. The movie was about getting a truck full of Coors beer to arrive at the Southern Classic in time. So, oh my God, that was a fun movie, and my favorite actress, Sally Field, was in.
Oh yeah, she's great.
She's great. Next week, everyone, Kevin Eckler, foreign car specialist, Poughkeepsie, New York, will be my guest host, and we're going to see a shop tour from Angelo Giglio from Warren Tire and Auto in Roseville, Michigan. Guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Great information, Russ, on culture. Tom, cool shop. We learned a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. See ya. Thanks. Bye.